In this video, we are going to be telling you all about this incredible Huss Dalton custom-built OO-SP. We're going to tell you the specs on it, tell you who is the person that needs this guitar, even going to tell you how it ranks in relation to other guitars like it, and
most
you're going to
importantly,
get a chance to hear what it sounds like. Welcome back to the Acoustic Shop channel. Jeremy, welcome back.
Well, thank you. Guys, we are the Acoustic Shop in Springfield, Missouri. In case you're wondering, who are these guys?
I don't even know.
Who are these handsome gentlemen? My name's Jeremy, and this is John. We're brothers. One of us more handsome than the other, and one of us holding a guitar, which is not the handsome one. Anyway, we do have a music store in Springfield, Missouri, where we like to talk about guitars and mandolins. We like to sell them as well, but we also are passionate about getting a chance to play them, break down what the specs are. We take the guitars apart to see all the internal components of them, and then reassemble them and do a review of it.
That's pretty impressive.
And we skipped that part. You guys don't get to see that section of the video. But,
so if you have not yet done it, please like and hit the subscribe button. Do all those kind of cool, because that's what keeps us being able to do this.
I'm loving the interaction these days. We got people just commenting. I read every one of your comments. Some of them hurt a lot more than the other ones, but I'm getting calloused around my heart, a big old callus. But we appreciate you guys interacting with the channel. This is a pretty special guitar.
It is. As always, there is another video that has a complete.
Oh yeah, you got to hear Top of the World.
Yeah, we were carpentering. I don't know if that's a word.
We were playing a Carpenter song.
Anyway, that's what we were doing. And you can check out that video. There's a link down at the bottom here in the description. And yeah, so now we're going to talk about this really cool guitar.
John, what you got there?
This is kind of special because this is a guitar that we originally built and then we sold it.
We didn't technically build it. We custom ordered it, but it was a custom build
Thank you, Jeremy, for clarifying that.
Well,
they probably
some of the people at home are like, these guys build guitars now?
Yeah, that's not true. Anyway, we had it built. It was sold. It has come back into the shop. And this is actually a really special guitar because I think this is the first custom build that I fully got to work with and work with the manufacturer in a complete custom, which is what I love to do. This is my favorite.
This started
part
you
of
down the
job.
road of that obsession where you get to, you have some great customers that call us up and say, I want to build my dream guitar. Can you give me some of your feedback on some of my ideas? And then you two go back and forth, and then you reach out to the actual builder and then customize the guitar. And this was kind of that first
Well, this wasn't for a customer. This was for our shop. But what it was the beginning of was recognizing that we could build a relationship with a manufacturer and really do this. So what it was I kind of had some ideas. I wanted to do a OO. I knew I wanted to do it out of Cocobolo, and I came up with the idea, let's use an Italian spruce top. But here's where it got fun. This is what I love the most is I go, all right, show me some sets of wood that you have and let me kind of run through it and pick the ones that I think will make a good pairing. And along with them, of course, we discussed it back and forth. You know, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And so they showed me a few sets of Cocobolo, and I'm like, that's the one. That's the one I want to do. What I want to do with that is a OO. So we took that, and then I said, it would be fun to try something a little bit different. We tried an Italian spruce top because this normally comes in either a Sicca.
I believe those come from Italy.
Yeah, so there you go. And this one's a gorgeous one. Super, again, showed me pictures of that, and we're just like, all right, let's do that one. We chose that one. It has some really cool Bearclaw style cross feathering. There's like straight across Bearclaw figuring. Looked great. Then we kind of started playing with some more aesthetics. They had not done very many of them, but they did Cocobolo binding on Cocobolo, and we're like, oh, that sounds like a great idea.
Just kind of separated with that really thin white stripe.
Absolutely. And I'm not a big fan, and again, I know this is the deal. There's a lot of you out there that are. They kind of go into wild inlays and all that. But I know that all these manufacturers have a special inlay. And this one is Huss Dalton's. This is the Stingray inlay. And that's what we added to it. So it has a few custom deals. And we'll get into all those detailed specs. But it was fun. It was my favorite, you know, like I said, the beginning of what we do a lot, or what I get to do a lot right now, which is go to these manufacturers, sometimes with a customer, sometimes not, and go, all right, show me this, let's do this, but we're going to change this, we're going to change this a little bit and make it unique and special. That way those owners who get these boutique high-end guitars have something that's unique to them with little twists and little things that are different without going crazy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I love to do the most.
And the thing is, these manufacturers, they have a base models that they do really well with, and they kind of send those out to a lot of dealerships. And there's quite a few of them out there that are, you know, kind of their standard models, and then doing just slight twists on those to make it more custom and a one-off. Unique thing is a lot of fun. Huss Dalton also was one of the first, you know, boutique builders we had in the shop, so that was a good way to kind of kick off that relationship that has now blossomed into a whole lot of just incredible luthiers out there building excellent instruments. And to get them back in, the reason we got this back in is the customer is also doing another custom build.
Exactly.
And kind of he at the point where they're like, well, let me see a couple of these I haven't been playing much. Let me trade those in, and then we'll do another custom build. It's kind of like I know some people that build their first house, and after that first house, they're like, if I could build another house, I have all these ideas of what I would do different now. So a lot of times I think when they get the bug of building a custom guitar, they're like, man, I really like this one, but now I have all these new ideas and I want to try something different. And that's what these guys are wanting to try out.
Sure enough. Terry is a great customer. This is actually the first guitar that they bought from us. Him and his wife have bought, I want to say we're up to like 7 or 8 different instruments right now. All of them very, very special. But this was the very first guitar that they bought from the acoustic shop. And that's kind of special and cool. So it's good to have it back again. And so let's do a rundown of the specs on this guitar.
First, I think you'll talk about it, but show the back of that Cocobolo on the back. Yeah. I'm sure they got some photos of that, but man, that's just gorgeous.
That's what started it all right there, was just kind of going
set of
through that.
wood.
Yeah, so it's absolutely gorgeous. So all right, here's what we have. We have a instrument that right now, as a used guitar, is going to be put in here at $5,700. It is a double O body shape with the tone woods.
One more than a single O.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to have an Italian spruce top with a Cocobolo sides and back. It's a mahogany neck. Now, normally that guitar, by the way, a double OSP, is going to be a Sitka spruce top with a rosewood sides and back, so we changed it a little bit there. Does have a Cocobolo head plate on here as well with the Cocobolo binding. And in this case, we did some really cool wood purfling too. It's really subtle, looks really, really great on this. Again, it's an ebony fretboard with, of course, a truss rod, bone nut, and saddle. It does have the Waverly tuners. We put the Ivoroid tuners on there, which again, I
like
think
those on those double O bodies.
just made it up really, really well. So there you go. Of course, this is the Huss Dalton gloss finish on this. It does have a satiny, but it's been kind of buffed a little bit, so it's a satiny sort of glossed out neck right now as a used guitar. And that happens, by the way, in case you didn't already know that.
If you had any satin finish neck, you're going to polish it up and start playing
absolutely. It does come with a hard shell case. Of course, it's the Huss Dalton tweed ones that do say Huss Dalton on them. That's pretty cool.
I think it looks pretty classy.
This has their profile neck. I would say this, it's listed as a C, but I'd say there's a slight V to the shape of this particular neck. Nut width is spec'd as an 11/16, but again, I want to double check that. 1 11/16.
I think an 11/16 would feel pretty small.
It feels more like 1 3/4. We'll check on it. It is a short scale guitar with this just absolutely gorgeous deal. Now again, add-on with this inlays wise was the Stingray inlay, and that is particular to Huss Dalton. It's their own inlay. So absolutely gorgeous guitar.
Definitely.
I find this to be so much fun.
Strum on it a little bit. That thing just, it's got that small body sound. I just love it.
Now, one thing I noticed just right in here that's not in our spec sheet, but I do remember adding this too, was the abalone rosette. Again, adding just a little bit of color. I'm a big fan of just little subtle, bling, but not going crazy. I want, these more delicate inlays. That just tends to be my favorite. Not saying there's anything wrong with you 42, 45 style people. E40s. Those are the ultimate body style guitars, and I know there's a lot of that. It's just not my thing. I do like inlays. I love pearl. I love abalone work.
I'm all about the Peacock Martin.
Everybody should have one of those.
I want to tour one of those, yeah. I think I need a
all right, so let's answer a few questions. Who is this for? I'm going to tell you who this is for.
It was for you having fun custom building guitar. That's who it's for initially.
It is.
But who's the end consumer?
these double O bodies, one, are usually more finger style, which is not what I'm special at, but this can be strummed well. It's a very comfortable, easy to play guitar, which is great for sitting in a chair and just kind of having a good time. Now, this particular one is for that person, I think, especially being a used guitar at the price point that this is at. This is such a good priced guitar for something as clean and unique as this particular guitar is. And so I find this to be for a collector who wants an exquisite piece but couldn't really afford to buy their own brand new custom built guitar. I think we went more basic on this, so it doesn't become like something that's particular for a person out there, but it's more for just a custom special
appreciates
guitar.
the custom build and the quality of a boutique builder.
And to get it at a much better budget price, which is really, really...
That's how I'm looking to get my first Tesla.
Yeah. As far as balance, I think that the Italian spruce pairs so well with Cocobolo. A lot of times Cocobolo tends to get a little bit mushy because it's so dense and yet has that oil character to it. It doesn't, but that Italian spruce tends to kind of open it up a little bit, so it has a stronger low mids, but still has great high end and also a lot of balance in there too. So,
have you tried finger picking on this? I know that's not your strong suit.
No, it's not. I got a big itchy nose today, so I'm gonna keep itching. So I hope
it is allergy season right now. Yeah, that's where you just really James Taylor it out. I love how balanced those smaller body guitars are with finger style playing. They just they don't have that extra bass that a bigger guitar would have that would kind of like
that's it. I'm
drown
keeping
out.
this guitar. We're not.
Who's this guitar for?
Sale.
It's
Who's
for
this
John.
guitar? It's for me. No, it's a great guitar. This is really actually super special, and I think it's just
So what would you say some of the cons of this particular guitar or the smaller body are in your opinion?
Well,
And sometimes
obviously
we
it's
like
not
to put
your-
this in there as just kind of our a discussion thing, but sometimes it's hard to find a con that is specific, that is broad enough for everyone. A lot of times it's just what your specific tastes are.
The only thing that this one, the cons of this guitar is going to be this doesn't fit your needs. There's nothing wrong with this guitar for what it's supposed to do. It can do everything. Is it a great strumming guitar? Probably not. If you're a big strummer, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Can it be done? Absolutely. So, that's the only side to this. This is a quintessential double O. What you're looking for out of double O, especially if you want something that's more of an art piece, as well as a great playing and sounding guitar, that's what you should probably look at. I don't know of a lot of comparisons. This being a custom guitar, there's just such a unique tone to this and a look to it. I think that's what makes it special is you kind of pull this out of the case and you just feel like, man, this is going to be an experience. I'm ready for an experience that's different than what I
Even just
normally
picking
would
it
have.
up and holding it, looking at it is pretty exciting. So I think, people that are getting new to the boutique market, we try to do our comparison of, what does it compare to? There's so many good boutique builders, and we talk about this almost every episode right now, that the competition out there is the level of skill is so high, and obviously Huss Dalton is a huge reputation for being in that group of the top builders and do an excellent job with these custom builds. So comparing it is just, if you're already in that boutique market, they're all very comparable. It just depends on what tone you're looking for and what customizations you want. But it's pretty exciting. We don't have any disappointments with any of these builders.
No, not at all. So, rating system here. I'll ask you what you think on a scale of 1 to 5, tone-wise. Where are you at, Jer?
We've said it before. I really like that small body sound because I'm not a big bluegrass rhythm player. I'm just not good at it. And maybe it's because I'm used to playing the mandolin. I kind of like that tone palette. So I'm a big fan of the small body guitars, and this one definitely excels at that. I'll give it a 5 in this comparable.
I'm going to give it a 5 too, and I'm going to tell you why. A lot of double O's, especially rosewood double O's, have a really chuffy mid-range, low mid-range type of tone. This guitar does not. It is extremely balanced. The high end still comes out very, very sweet and round. So again, I will agree with that. I'm going to give it a 5. Setup and playability. This guitar came in great shape. And again, this is a super high-end custom-built guitar. It's playing exactly the way it's supposed to be done. I'm gonna have to give it a 4.5. I mean, there's little things for my setup I would probably like a little bit better, but it's pretty good.
In a boutique builder, I mean, that's like the lowest entry level to be a boutique builder. You should know how to set up a guitar. So obviously these come to us well set up. So yeah, I'll give that a 4.5 as well.
Yeah. As far as its build quality, they did a great job on this one. This is actually
I'm going to give it a 2.
One of the nicest Huss Daltons that I have ever seen or played. I really do
you talked me
enjoy
up to a
this
3.
guitar.
Now, definitely a 5. They're excellent builders. The wood selection was perfect, the way they matched everything. The intricacy of the binding, the way that was done with the maple around the backside and then that small white stripe.
That's
beautiful stuff. Just shows the skill level, so 5 out of 5.
Again, build quality 5. Aesthetics and looks. I'm prejudiced on this one.
It's like your little baby.
I picked this and I was like, yeah, this is what I like. So I'm going to give it a 5. You may not like it. And guess what? You're wrong. If you don't like this, you're wrong.
Now, I do like the inlay. It is subtle, but different enough and something to give it custom, so I'll go to 5 as well.
Yep. Shoppe Sustainable. I honestly do not know how they sourced this. It's been a lot of years since we've done much work with Huss Dalton. So I don't know what their practice. I know that they source woods from various different wood suppliers. I've seen them purchase some of them at the NAMM show and stuff. So I don't know.
We always say if we don't know for sure, then we're going to say it doesn't meet our Shoppe Sustainable, but that's just because we can't confirm that. And a lot of these smaller boutique builders, they don't have the access, and that's something that Tom Bedell is offering, is to give free information for everyone he's found that does live up to the standard of no clear-cut woods. But a lot of the smaller builders don't have the ability to purchase in the levels that some of the bigger builders do. So it's questionable whether they are able to find that sustainable wood, but we're going to keep pushing them that way.
Yeah.
But we're going to plant 5 trees anyway.
Yep, that'd be true. All right, overall value, here's the deal. As a used guitar, this thing is super clean. It is everything you'd want. You would pay way more. In fact, I believe when I sold this guitar, it was almost $2,500 more originally than what he's now asking for it as used. That said, I bet if you built it, it would probably be a $9,000 guitar easily today in numbers. So value, this is a 5. There is so much going on here.
And before people blame us for saying that's valuable at that price, we're saying incomparable level for a boutique build like this, the value is definitely a 5. And it's kind of the way I approach like a used car. If I went to a car lot and bought a brand new car, I would have a hard time adding on the extra packages, the limited edition, the rolling down automatic windows and heated seats and all that stuff. But if I buy a used car that somebody else already paid for all those extras,
absolutely,
that's the way to get into it, guys. You go to your lot and say, hey, who bought the most extras on that used car? And that's what I'm buying. This is a custom build at a used price, so you're already getting all those customizations, and I think it's overall value 5 easy.
Yeah, there you go. Well, now, Jeremy, what we're going to do...
Hey, John, can you give us some tone samples of this guitar? I'd love to hear it now.
I think that'll be good, so we'll do that right now. there you have it, Jeremy. Another
Beautiful
great guitar. If you guys are really into double O's, I got another really cool custom double O or / parlor size guitar done by Bedell, and we got a video of it here. You can click this link right here. It is a Nicaraguan rosewood.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely incredible guitar, and I hope you guys enjoy that. And until next time, bye-bye.
See you in the next video.